what's up, MDC fam? It's Aaron Parker, and in this training video, I'm going to show you how to use Facebook groups to get more leads and help you grow your MDC business. So here's the specific question that has triggered this video that I'm recording right now for the entire MDC fam, because I figured that this is a great question. I actually get this type of question very often. So this training is going to be kind of a go-to response to anyone that wants to learn how to use Facebook groups to get leads, get more customers, get more affiliates, and help you grow your business. So here's the actual question here from Power Team member George Klein. Wants to know, how would you recommend is the best training that we could refer to find groups and places on Facebook where we can send cold messages to try to find people who are interested in our products? So he says that yesterday he was focused on pickleball groups. So pickleball is a sport that George is participating in. And what he noticed is there's a lot of people that are, seniors that are a little bit older that are having issues with, pulling muscles, super sore, maybe having injuries. And George said that the CBD with HempWorks helped to relieve some of that pain. So how do you take the story and how do you take how CBD has helped you, or in this case, George, and use that to find people, to target people, to search out people who might also benefit from this product, and a great way for you to get customers? Says he's not getting a lot of response when sending private messages out to people. So I'm gonna kind of go into a deep dive here on this topic. I'm gonna go all over the place. So you definitely wanna stop what you're doing, pause this video, take some notes, and feel free to comment on this video as you're watching this with your feedback, with any questions. Let me know if you're getting value. And I will be in the comments of this video to provide any additional information and answers that I can as you go through and watch this training. So first, let's talk about how to find groups and kind of the process and what you would do if you're just getting started on how to use Facebook groups to get more customers and grow your business. So first of all, you're going to go to the search box at the top of Facebook. You can do this from your cell phone as well, but obviously we're on a computer, so you'll have to look around for where some of this stuff might be on your cell phone. You're just going to do a search. Now, it may be pickleball, it could be racquetball, it could be tennis, it could be swimming. For me, it's CrossFit, and I'm going to actually give you an example of some CrossFit groups that I'm a part of that have helped me get customers and affiliates using my passion for CrossFit. So I'm going to get to that a little bit later. But just to show you what this might look like, you're going to do your search for your sport or your hobby. Doesn't have to be a sport, by the way. It could be dogs. It could be homeschooling. It could be stay-at-home moms, right? Anything that you're passionate about. So just take a minute, maybe pause this video, or even just in the comments of this video, drop some comments and let me know what is the 1, 2, or 3 things, no more than 3, but the 1, 2, or 3 things that you're super passionate about. Again, it could be a sport, it could be a hobby, it could be saving the earth, whatever it is, something you're super passionate about that you put a lot of your spare time. Like when you have spare time, it's not at your job, what are you doing, right? What is it something you're researching? What are the types of videos that you watch? What is something that you enjoy doing with your time? That's probably one of your hobbies. So that would be an example of what you'd be searching for, and you're going to find groups that match your interests. As soon as you do your search, you're going to go down here and click on groups, and you're instantly going to find a ton of groups for that particular hobby, okay? You can see Pickleball for Beginners has 40,000 members. A pickleball community, 84,000 members, right? I wouldn't recommend that you join a group with 96 members. I would recommend you join some of the biggest groups. The only exception to that is if you find one that's a local group in your area. So like I'm in South Florida. So if I was going to join a pickleball group, I would join some of the big ones, but I would also join some of the smaller ones that are location specific based on where you live, okay? Here's another one, 92,000 members. There's also another niche usually in sports where you have for the older people like myself, okay? Either they call it the seniors, as you can see here. They've got US Senior Pickleball, or in CrossFit, it's called Masters. So once you get to 35 years old, you're considered a master. So that's the older group of people. So I'm a part of CrossFit groups, and I'm also part of the Masters CrossFit groups, which are smaller, but they're more niche. and the people in that group are going to be a little bit older, right? So I wouldn't recommend that you join all the groups. Just pick between, I would say, 3 to 5, maybe more, but I wouldn't go more than 10 because that's just gets unmanageable. But find, a good 5, right? A good handful. I would say 5 is kind of a good sweet spot, a good magic number. 5 groups that are in the niche that you're super passionate about. And again, you could do this for more than one niche. So if you've got 2 or 3 hobbies that you're super passionate about, then do this for each of those hobbies. Now, I'm not going to go join these pickleball groups because I don't do pickleball, but I'm going to jump into some CrossFit groups and show you some examples of what you can do. Now, let me just give you some kind of rules of the land and some things to be aware of when you start utilizing a group to help you grow your business. First of all, don't spam the group, right? There's going to be some big no-nos, okay? And one of them is just blatantly flat out spamming the group. If you're going to like post a link into one of these groups, they're probably going to deny your post and they might even just block you right away, okay? Now let me just cover this. There's 2 different types of Facebook groups out there. You have what they call spam groups. And these are groups that people just flood with spam, okay? They're mostly ineffective, by the way. And a lot of these spam groups that I'm familiar with are network marketing related. So if you do a search, let's just show you what this looks like. Okay, if we do a search for network marketing, and you can get creative here. It can be home-based business. That could be a search. It could be work from home. It could be make money online. It could be network marketing. It could be MLM. Anything. It could be direct sales. Any of those search topics. Okay, those are all going to give you a ton of groups that are going to be people who are interested or are into making money online. And I'm just going to let you guys know, this is the strategy that I used many years ago when I was working 2 jobs and I was a struggling network marketer. This is what I did, okay? I had no influence. I had no, network on Facebook. Okay, I would post on Facebook about my opportunity and it was crickets. Can anyone relate? And so it took years to build up more of an engaged following on Facebook. But what I did do is I aggressively went into Facebook groups like this, all the ones I just mentioned. Network marketing, MLM, work from home, make money online, direct sales, right? All of those types of groups, I would go into all of them and I would network and I would connect and I would make friends with other marketers. Now, there's a couple big things you have to be careful of when you're doing this, okay? Because a lot of these groups are filled with just spam. So here's one. I just clicked on one, network marketing. And if we scroll through this group, you're going to see just post after post after post of people pitching their opportunity. Links after links, video after video. You're going to see thousands of different opportunities in these different groups. And I'm just telling you, it is very overwhelming and is very distracting. And my recommendation is that you are very careful if you try to go down that rabbit hole. Now, the way that I would address this, the way that I would attack this is what I did years ago, is I would go through the group and I would look for posts that looked like they were from legitimate, authentic marketers who are legitimately just trying to grow their business, right? It's not very effective because they're just spamming their links in these groups. And you also have to look at the date, right? So I'm going through this group right now, and some of the most recent posts in this group are from 2 years ago, okay? So I would not waste your time in a group like this at all because none of the posts are relevant. None of these are even current at all. This is an old, outdated group, and there's no new posts in this group. So I would leave this group. I wouldn't even waste your time at all. One of the things you can also do when you get in the group is you come over here, click on Learn More, and that is going to give you some statistics on the group. And you're going to see here that this group has over 400 new posts today. Did you hear that? Over 400 posts just today alone. Over 10,000 posts in the last month. Well, I was mistaken because this group is full of crap. There's not even any opportunities. It's just a bunch of ridiculous, mindless videos that are gonna suck your time and your life dry. So leave this group. Don't waste your time. All right, here's another group. I just clicked on learn more, and you can see here that it has no posts, 0 in the last month. This is a dead group, so I'm leaving this group. All right, well, I can just tell you, just from me going back through some old groups that I've been a member of, these network marketing groups, the landscape has changed. Most of these groups are dead. Very little engagement, if any, and some of them are just overrun with a bunch of garbage. But I did find one group here. They've got 56,000 members, and you can see people, this was 17 hours ago, someone posted this, and look at the engagement, 0, no likes, no comments. Okay, here's another one, 19 hours ago, post, no likes, no comments. Here's another one, no likes, no comments. So the point here is that these are people who are actually online, they're on Facebook, and they're going to these spam groups to try to promote their business. Bad strategy. Don't waste your time doing that. Seriously, complete waste of time. However, if you go into these groups and you find people who are promoting their opportunity, guess what you may want to do? Reach out to them. So here's just a really quick example of what it might look like to use these different Facebook groups that are network marketing related groups, home-based business groups. When you find a post, and it's a legitimate post, okay? It's not like something crazy, right? It's just a normal person, a marketer who's in these groups. They're trying to promote their business. Of course, this is an awful strategy. I don't ever recommend posting in these groups because they're just spam groups. But this is a real person, right? And so when I look at this person, I can see that we have 3 mutual friends. I'm actually not friends with this person. He posted in the group 17 hours ago. And so this is just an example of what I did many years ago when I was working 2 jobs, trying to build my network marketing business and looking for other like-minded marketers that I could build relationships with, that I could connect with, that I could create a friendship with. Okay, I'm not going to immediately just try to send them my first message to them trying to recruit them, because that's not good. But reach out, make contact, build a little bit of a relationship, and then you can learn more about them, what they do, and then of course you can transition into, well, here's what I do, let me know if you're open, something, right? I can get into that a little bit here in just a second, but here's an example. So first thing I'm gonna do, step 1, is I'm gonna drop a comment on the post, and I'm gonna tag that person. So let's do that first, bam. So now they're gonna get a notification that I just tagged them on this post. What's that gonna do? Get their attention in case they don't see your private message. That's why I do this. So here's an example of what the message would be. Again, there's 100 different ways you could do this, but of course you're not pitching them anything. You are using their name, saying something simple. Hey, Robert, I saw your post in a Facebook group with an opportunity. How long have you been with this business? I see we have some mutual friends too. Small world, right? I'm going to send that, bam. And so just something short and sweet. You don't want to send a book. You don't want to send a pitch. You don't want to send links. Just something to create a little bit of a connection with them, get them to respond, asking them about their business, get them to tell you a little bit about it. And then at some point in the conversation, you could say, hey, listen, Robert, I've got something big happening with our company. We're looking for some new people that we can help create success. We're building a huge network. We're going through a lot of momentum. You could even go this route. Look, we have a new marketing system, and this is a free system that we get access to. Would love to get your feedback. I'd love to see what you think of our system. Would you mind taking a look? So what system am I talking about? I'm just talking about the capture pages, right? You're gonna send them to one of our MDC capture pages to take a tour of our system. That's our marketing system. So some point in the conversation, you're just gonna simply ask that question and see if they're open to taking a look. And if you do this process 10 times a day, 20 times a day, I promise you're going to get some people to respond and say, yes, I'm open. So do you understand how what I just shared with you, could help you grow your network, build relationships? You're not trying to get this person to join right away. It doesn't work that way. What you are doing is you're getting to know them. They're getting to know you. You're going to have a little bit of a conversation. You're going to learn a little bit more about their business. You got to be strong in your posture though, right? Because of course, part of this process, they're going to probably try to pitch you on their business. And for me personally, I have no problem if they want to send me a link and to take a look at something, but I'm not taking any of my time to go through to see anything that they're doing because I am laser focused. As you know, we are all in, baby. MDC 100%. No time to waste to go down any rabbit holes or look at anything else, right? You've got to position yourself as the leader. You're the one that's got the deal. Say it right now. Put it in the comments. We got the deal. Just like Mark Cassetta said at the Dallas boot camp. We got the deal. You know there's nothing else out there better than MDC, so it makes no sense for you to go down a rabbit hole to start learning about other opportunities. What you are doing is you're offering a chance for these other people to be a part of what we're doing in MDC. And at the end of the day, it's all about this. How many exposures are you doing? How many conversations are you having? How many people are going through the system, are taking the tour? They're going through your capture page. And how many people are watching a presentation? That's it. Those are the 4 things. Write those down, take a picture, put it up on your wall. Focus on those 4 things on a daily basis. Every day, be consistent, and I promise your business is going to grow. So one of the reasons why I like using the Facebook group strategy where you're looking for other marketers is because you don't have to try to convince them about why network marketing is great. Okay, these people are already a part of some type of online business, network marketing, home-based business, direct sales, so they get it, right? You don't ever have to try to pitch them or explain them or sell them on any of that, right? There's a lot of people out there who still think that network marketing is a pyramid, right? Okay, good for them. I don't have time to try to explain it to you. So my target market is going to be the millions of people out there who are already open to a network marketing business. Think about how many networkers out there who have tried to make money with a business and failed. They've tried and didn't have a lot of success. We can help them see the light. We can help them have success with MDC. So it's up to us to get the word out there. So the 2 types of groups, you've got spam groups. That's the type of group I was just talking about. These are the groups that are just filled with spam, and don't waste your time posting in these groups, but you can go through them if you find some good ones, and you can create new connections, create some new relationships, and you can find some great prospects for you in these groups. Remember, real people, right? Not bots, not, people that have fake accounts. But if you see a post from a real person who's just trying to promote their business, reach out to them just like I showed you. Now, I've got another strategy here, okay? This one is utilizing the network in a non-spam group, okay? I'm going to give you 2 quick examples, okay? The Straight Talk group with Eric Worre. This group has over 100,000 members. There's over 100,000 network marketers in this group, okay? Also, my good friend, Rob Sperry, he's got 58,000 members in his group, which is called The Game of Networking. So these are 2 groups, examples of legitimate, value-based, non-spam groups, okay? You're not going to find any spam in these groups. Now, these groups are also very different though, okay? And Rob Sperry just changed his protocol for his group. But in Eric Worre's group, there's no posting. The only posts you're going to find in this group are from Eric Worre, which is fine. You can still utilize this group very carefully, okay? Now, I want to go on record and just say something. I want to be careful here because I don't want Eric or Rob to get mad at me for doing this training, okay? Do not try to go into these groups and just blatantly poach or pitch all of these people, because if you do, they're probably going to find out, the owner of the group, and they might delete you and ban you and block you from the group. Not a good idea. That's not what I'm suggesting at all. What I am suggesting, however, is that you build connections, build relationships, create new relationships with other marketers by simply reaching out, making contact. Hey, would love to learn from you. How long have you been in network marketing? How long have you been in your current company? Tell me about it. What type of success have you had? What have been your struggles? What have been the biggest things that you've done to help you create success in your business? Just want to connect with other like-minded, other marketers that are out there, and thought I would reach out and say hello. That's it. No pitch, right? So as long as you're being professional in the process of you reaching out to other network marketers, then what you can do is utilize these groups to grow your network. And there's two simple ways to do that. One, you can simply go through the members. Like if you click on these pictures here of all the members, right? Or you click right here on members, it's actually going to pull up a list of 128,000 other network marketers. And it even tells you you've got members with things in common. So these might be good members to reach out to, right? You're not friends with them, but Facebook says that you have something in common with them. So find out what that is, reach out, make contact, build a relationship. Here's another one, members who are near you. So out of 128,000, there's 10 members who actually live close to me. That's a great example of people to reach out to. They live close to you. Now, just looking at some of the posts that are in Eric Worre's group, this group is kind of dormant, right? There's no new posts. The last post that was put in here looks like it was a year, maybe 2 years ago, but there's still thousands of people that are in the comments of the posts in these groups that you could be reaching out to, making contact with, building relationships with. Now, very different from Eric's group, Rob's group actually does allow for you to post. But remember, no pitching, no spamming. Do not post your opportunity in the group. This is a value-based group. So what you can do is you can post things in here that could provide value for other people. So here's just a quick example. Jenny posted this a day ago. I don't know who Jenny is, but we're not friends, but she posted this. It's a selfie of her on the beach, and she's talking about getting rid of Sunday anxiety. And what is she doing here? She's telling a story. Now, nowhere in this post is she trying to pitch or trying to mention her products or opportunity, because that's not allowed in this group. She's just providing value. And she asked a question. She said, what do you like most about our industry? Right? She's just getting conversation going. So if you want to post in this group something of value that could be of benefit to other marketers, you can do that. And guess what that will do for you? That will actually bring exposure, free exposure to you in front of over 50,000 other marketers. So let me just give you some examples of posts that I've put in this group to give you some ideas of what you could post in this group, the game of networking. And again, what's the reason? Why are you posting in here? You're posting in here because there's over 50,000 other marketers in here. And if you post something of value, you might catch someone's attention. Someone might see your post and engage on your post. Befriend you, message you, reach out to you, right? So here's one I did. This was a picture of me on stage at the boot camp, okay? Dallas boot camp, whoop, whoop. And what was the post? It talks about I have decided. And it's just a little bit of motivation, a little bit of inspiration about deciding to have success in your business. And at the end, I asked a quick question, and this post got one comment, okay? So even though I thought this was a great post, it didn't get a lot of engagement. Now, here's something else I've done. I've actually shared some of my quick motivational videos that were reels on my page. So it was my reel on my profile. I shared that reel into this group to bring extra exposure to that reel. Pretty cool idea, right? So this was a reel that I did, and it just says, is hype dead? What do you think? So just simple, controversial topic with a quick question. Here's another one I did back in January. It says the key to success is, watch this 1-minute video, right? So it's a short video, talks about the key to success. I'm just sitting in my car, quick video, and again, not a lot of engagement. 4 likes, 2 comments. And actually one of those comments was me replying to the one comment that I got. Now this one actually got a few comments, okay? I've got 3 comments on this one. And it was, do you set goals? Okay, it talks about how to set more purposeful goals. Again, just providing some value. And on this post, I got some likes, got some comments, so this is a pretty good one. Now this one, was a little surprised. Number one, I'm surprised they allowed this in the group. I'm surprised that they've kept this post in the group. Look at the engagement. What was the post? This was a post I did, and I simply asked a question. I said, I message over 100 people every day on Facebook, which right there, like people were like, what? Are you serious? Now look at this. There's a simple 3-step formula I use to ensure that I never get put in Facebook jail for messaging too many people. 3-step formula. People love formulas. People love steps. Who wants to know what it is? Question. Giving people access. Over 600 comments. Now, to be transparent, half of those comments are me replying to people. So it's actually about 300 comments. 300 people actually commented on this post asking for the 3 steps. Every time someone asked for the info, all I did was replied, I tagged them, and I said, I sent you the video. And then as a private message, I sent the video to them. So if I were to suggest one thing, it would be, yes, provide just blanket value in the group where you're posting something of specific value, but once in a while, don't do this too much. Once in a while, you could do something similar to this, where it's super quick, super short, and basically giving people a topic, something they can learn, something that you have done, something that has helped you in your business, and ask who wants to know what it is. Now, I will say, also in transparency, I have had a few people who commented on this post. Let me see if it'll let me pull it up. So here's one, and it says, why would you do that? I think this game is about connection. I hate cold messages and DMs. Just saying, there are better systems, man, right? So I got a little bit of a little hater there in the comments. And so my response was, who said I don't connect? I connect with everyone that I message, right? So she was just super triggered, and I was like, hey, relax, it's all good. And what's funny is that when I said this, I got even more people responding in this thread saying, I'm interested, right? Send me more info. I'm interested, please. Here's another one. My first 6 figures came from this. From what? From messaging people. I spoke with a 7-figure icon and spent time questioning him. It's what he recommended as well. What? Messaging people. I personally love it and would love to see what you're doing. Thank you so much. Bam. Now, I did have some people in the comments asking me this. Why not just share it on here, right? Why am I making people comment and then I'm messaging them privately? And I just said, I didn't think sharing a YouTube link would be appropriate. So I'm basically saying, hey, I didn't want to spam the group. I didn't want to put the YouTube link in the group. I wanted to just have people reach out and ask for it, and then I would send it to them privately. Now, the crazy thing about this and how Facebook works, okay, algorithms, is that if I had posted the YouTube link directly into this group, which I could have done, guess what? It probably would have gotten squat. Maybe 1 or 2 people would have commented. Maybe a handful of people would have clicked and watched. But it would have gotten nowhere near the level of exposure and engagement as this simple post got. Because I told people that I had a secret that was helping me have success, and I was going to share the secret formula, the 3-step formula, and all they had to do is ask for it. Boom! Blew up. And still, this was back in October. Months later, people are still commenting on this to get that video. Now, in that video, nowhere do I mention or pitch or promote MDC at all. It's a purely 100% value-based video training. However, it is very possible that after someone watches that video, they might be like, hey, I want to work with this guy. Tell me more about your business. What are you doing, for your bit, right? So by me doing this and providing value, it's very possible that some of those people are going to want to also ask me about my business, which I don't know exactly how many, but I'm pretty confident and pretty sure that some of those people did just that and became leads for MDC because of this post, because of value that I provided. All right, so before we transition and go into some of the hobby-based Facebook groups and give you some examples, some suggestions on how to use those groups to grow your business, let me know if you got some value from everything I just shared so far. If you did, drop a like, drop a comment. If you have any questions as far as the networking style groups, the two different groups that I talked about, and everything I've covered so far in this video, let me know. And I will say that what I've covered so far, these are the primary ways and methods that I've used to grow my network, to grow my businesses over the years. It was specifically targeting and connecting with and building relationships with other network marketers in all of the different home-based business, entrepreneurship, work from home type groups, because those are people who already understand network marketing. They get our business model, so you don't have to try to explain any of that to them. So now let's transition into a completely different strategy, which is these other niche type Facebook groups. It could be a sports group, like we talked about pickleball. For me, it's CrossFit. So what is your number one favorite sport that you like to do? Maybe it's just going to the gym and working out. What is it? Maybe it's walking. Maybe it's running. Whatever that is, drop a comment, let us know. That is a Facebook group strategy that you can target. We're going to talk about that right now. Some other things that you could be using this strategy for. How about weight loss, right? We've got some incredible weight loss products, don't we? With My Daily Choice. So you could go search out all the different weight loss groups and use this strategy that I'm about to share with you, different from what we've already talked about. How about makeup? How many of you ladies are loving cosmetology? Get involved and jump into all the makeup Facebook groups out there. There's probably tons of people that you could be connecting with and sharing your makeup tutorials, your makeup videos with them to help you to get more customers on cosmetology. How about travel? I mean, oh boy, I'm not even going down that rabbit hole. But travel is like a $1 trillion industry worldwide. If you go into and you do searches for save money on travel, best prices on travel, trips, right? Whatever it is, hotels, do some searches on those terms and find groups that would fit for high life travel. And now you've got probably millions of people that are going to be in all these different travel groups that you can You can connect with, you can reach out to, and you can let them know about high life travel and utilize the $100 travel savings gift card to help you as a tool to prospect and to enroll people into high life travel. I mean, just that alone could be a huge market for you because there's so many people in different Facebook groups that are travel related. You know, you can find groups on, like I said earlier, stay-at-home moms, homeschooling, you know, whatever your passion is, whatever it is that you are most excited about in life, something you just do with your free time. It could be, you know, watching a certain TV show. It could be watching movies. It could be anything, right? Let us know. What are some of your hobbies? Drop a quick comment. Those are the different groups that you want to go find on Facebook to do this strategy with. So with all that being said, let me give you an example. I'm in Facebook groups for CrossFit, right? This is my sport. This is what I'm doing literally every day. I've been doing CrossFit now for 8 years. I started when I was 35 years old and now I'm 43. So I'm like just deep into the CrossFit community. I love it. It's like another family when we go to the gym. That's where all my friends are. And so what I do is I've joined about 5. Again, 5 is like the magic number. Find about 5 groups that are within that particular niche that you're targeting. It doesn't have to be 5. It could be less. It could be more. But 5 is kind of a good number to shoot for. And I am on a consistent basis. Consistent meaning at least 3 to 4 times a week. Okay? Sometimes it's every day, but no more than once a day. And I don't like to do it every day because sometimes it can be overkill, right? If you post too much in these groups, they may not like that. But I am consistently posting in these Facebook groups at least 3-4 times per week. What am I posting? Typically, it's just me working out, right? I'm doing workout videos, things that are going to provide inspiration, maybe some tutorials, maybe here's why I like this workout, here's why I didn't like this workout, or here's how I would do this workout, or here's what I would do differently, or maybe trying new things, or showing different lifts, different things that I'm doing, right? So I'm just posting in these groups, and that's, people are seeing me. They're constantly seeing me. And I've had people, many people, without me even pitching or promoting or reaching out to anyone, I've had people who just from me posting in these CrossFit groups consistently, and I've also done some weightlifting groups. Okay, now weightlifting groups are very different from CrossFit groups. Just trust me, very different. If I post a CrossFit video into a weightlifting group, if they even allow it, I get roasted. Just the haters just attack me, right? Because weightlifters don't like CrossFit unless you're a hybrid, which I kind of am because I do both. But it's just funny how that works. So you've got to be careful about what you post in specific groups. So the weightlifting groups, I just post lifts, just me lifting weights that are congruent with that group. And just from me doing that, I've gotten a lot of followers, a lot of people who have gone to my profile, they've followed me on Facebook, and I've even recently gotten some leads, people that have commented and reached out to me that they're interested in making money from home. Because when you go to my Facebook page, you see a little bit of CrossFit, but you see a lot of personal growth and motivation, working from home, making money. So I'm building exposure, growing my exposure by providing value in these different Facebook groups, CrossFit, weightlifting. A lot of those people see me consistently. They come over to my personal page. Now they're following me. They're seeing my stuff and like, hey, I know Aaron. I see Aaron posting his workout videos all the time. Of course, we've never chatted. We've never talked. We're not even Facebook friends, but they feel like they know me just because I've posted so much content in these groups. So then they see me drop a post about, hey, who wants to make some extra money working from home? Now I've got these CrossFitters who I don't know that are following me, commenting and messaging me, asking me, hey, tell me more. Tell me more about how I can make money working from home. So that's kind of an example of attraction marketing. So since we were just talking about it, I'm gonna just pop in here and give you one more quick example of how you can use these groups to, use attraction marketing that can help you bring leads into your business or even customers. So obviously, I'm wearing a different shirt. So what happened? Well, I started recording this training that you're watching this morning, and still been working on editing this. And then I did a post in a CrossFit group, which I'm going to show you right now. And it just kind of blew up. And I want to explain why it blew up and how you can create posts that blow up and give you more engagement. So I just wanted to cut this out, put this in the video, and you can get this as well inside this training. So check this out. This was a post I did this morning, and this is a story post. So if you want to know what type of posts, whether it's posting in these groups like we're talking about, or even posting on Facebook that are going to get the most engagement, that are going to get the most people who are going to stop and like your post and give you comments, and that's going to help boost the entire algorithm. Because as you know, when people like and comment on your post, that tells Facebook to show your post to more people. And that's how it kind of unlocks the secret code of getting more engagement, because when you get engagement, Facebook says, hey, this is an important post. People are stopping, people are engaging, so they actually will show your post to more people. So this was a post I did telling a story, and it was a story of, overcoming challenges. And that's one of the really big types of story posts that are gonna definitely help you get a lot of engagement. So one of the things you don't wanna do is when you're going through a challenge, you don't wanna post about your challenges. I hate to break it to you, but the harsh reality is that people just don't care, okay? Everyone has challenges. So if you're going through a challenge right now, don't go post about it, because yeah, you're gonna get some sympathy and things like that, but that's not gonna actually attract people to want to work with you when you're going through a challenge. Instead, post about the triumph. Post about how you overcame the challenge. So if you have other challenges that you've overcome in the past, then you can do posts about that. If you're going through a challenge now, then once you overcome this challenge, whatever it may be, then do a success story post of how you overcame that challenge, and everyone's gonna run out and wanna congratulate you and tell you good job and all that good stuff. So this is a post I did. These are some recent photos that were just taken of me at the gym. And this is a post basically talking about the journey, talking about challenges, talking about how I've been doing CrossFit for 8 years. And I started when I was 35. I had never done anything like this before in my entire life. I'm telling a story. I'm letting people kind of into my world a little bit to see what it took for me to get to where I am today, right? How did I go from never doing any of this kind of stuff before to now being one of the top ranked CrossFitters in the world? And so, for example, last year there was 20,000 dudes, guys in my age group for CrossFit, and I finished 180th in the entire world out of 20,000. Not bad, right? And so this year, my goal is to finish in the top 100. And so when you talk about your goals and you talk about, the journey, and you talk about how you struggled and now you're having success and you've got this big goal, people want to rally behind you and cheer you on when you're doing that. Now, keep in mind, this is one of those CrossFit groups that I've been posting in, right? I've just talked about this on this training. I've been posting in this group consistently for months, if not years. And so a lot of the people in this group, okay, there's almost 100,000 CrossFitters in this group. They have seen me post before, okay? They don't really know who I am, but they've seen me at least post before, so they have somewhat of an idea of who Aaron Parker is. So I talk about, remembering back in the day when I first got started and how amazing it was to see all these other people that were so great at CrossFit, and I just hope that one day I could be that good. And now there's people looking at me like that, and it's like, whoa. So the whole point here was to inspire people, to let people know to enjoy the journey, enjoy the process, right? I said here, the process can sometimes seem like it takes forever and you're getting nowhere. But as long as you're consistently putting in the work, not holding back, then you will get better. This applies to both your fitness and your business. Stay focused on your big goals as well as your small goals that you're working on. And one day you'll look up and realize just how far you've come and be proud of yourself. If you're not where you want to be right now, that's okay. Just regroup, refocus, get serious about your goals, and you will start to see progress. And so this post, just since this morning, in this group, has almost 400 likes and 27 comments, and just a lot of people just, again, excited, cheering me on. And also, again, look, you can see here, people that have been following my journey, people that are, thanking me that they needed to hear this as well, that this was inspirational for them, amazing hard work, dedication, all that kind of stuff. So I also put this exact post on my Facebook profile publicly today, the exact same post, same photos, and you can see it's got over 100 likes and 28 comments. Again, just sharing that journey. So the point here, the reason why I wanted to interject this little piece into the whole training is it to show you another example of an attraction marketing type post and the most successful posts out there that are going to help you get more engagement, more followers, more people that are going to connect with you. And that's the whole point of this social media game, is to do posts that are sharing a story of your journey, things that you've learned, talking about challenges that you've had and you've overcome and how you overcame those challenges, things like that are going to connect with people. Be vulnerable, be real, and share stories. When you do this consistently, that is going to attract people to you who want to learn more about you, who want to find out more about what are you taking, what are your products, what are some things that you do that have helped you to succeed in life and business, better health, all those good things. So tell more stories. Now, one of the other really powerful ways to help you get more customers is for you to post an authentic story, result, a success story of you using the products, okay? So here's just an example. I posted this in this group just 2 hours ago. This is something I've been wanting to post for a long time, and I just didn't. So before doing this training, I was like, hey, let me drop this in the group. You can pause the video. I'm not going to read all this. You could pause it and read all this on your own. But essentially, it's how I overcame a challenge. And so I want you to write that down. Write this question down right now. What challenge did I overcome? What challenge did I have in life with my weight, with my mental, with my stress, with my pain, with whatever it was? What was a challenge that I had? And I was able to overcome that challenge because of a product, okay? What My Daily Choice product helped you overcome a challenge? And you'll notice that in this post, I very lightly mentioned that right here, I'm pretty sure some of the supplements I take helped with recovery too. So just by me saying this, there's going to be people that are going to comment or private message me and ask me, what supplements did you take that helped you with recovery? And of course, that's easily going to transition and lead into our relief cream and our CBD oil. So it's a very indirect, very vague success story post. So why does it have to be so vague? Because a lot of the Facebook groups out there that you're going to be a part of, all these examples I'm giving you, of these niche groups of people, they are very protective of their groups. If you post something that is blatantly pitching a product, they're probably going to delete your post, and they may even just without warning block you from the group. So you've got to be someone that gives. You give value, you provide value. You're in there as a community member, not trying to pitch or sell anything. But if you do a post that is going to share something that you overcame, that is directly connected to this group of people. And this group of people, they also, many of them, might also have that same challenge that you had. And you overcame that challenge. You overcame the challenge of having, too much weight and you lost weight. You overcame the challenge of having anxiety or pain or whatever it was, not being able to sleep very good. You overcame the challenge of, having bad skin, and now you've got better skin. The challenge of losing hair, and now your hair is growing back, right? Collagen. So, or maybe the challenge of having low energy, and now you have high energy, thanks to XE Trim, for example. So you get the idea. There's going to be all of these different groups of people that you are connected with because you have the same common interest, the same hobby. You're in many cases going to be, faced with the same similar challenges. And so when you do a post in the group to share your authentic story of how you overcame a challenge that many of them would like to overcome as well, you are going to have people who are going to reach out. They're going to message you, they're going to comment, and they're going to say, tell me more about that. How did that help you? What was it that helped you? And you don't start talking about it in the group. You say, I'll send you a private message. Always talk about the product and the specific details in Messenger, not in the group. Never post the links in the group. Always keep it, build that curiosity, because that's going to keep you in the group. They're not going to boot you out because you're not, spamming or anything like that. And it's going to build more curiosity, because if somebody comments, says, hey, could you tell me more about how it helped you or what helped you? And you say, absolutely, I'll send you a private message. Other members of the group are going to see that. And that's going to have more people curious, intrigued, who are then going to what? They're going to comment as well, or they're going to message you as well, asking for more info about the product that helped you overcome that challenge. All right, so before I continue, does that help? Are you getting some value? If you are, drop a like, drop a comment. Let me know if this little section I just covered just now helped you. If you have any questions about any of that, drop a comment, let me know. Now, a couple other tips I'm going to give you about Facebook groups, okay? One of the questions that people have is, well, how do I, or should I, or what would it look like for me just to go send a mass message to a lot of these people just to do the numbers, right? Get the numbers out there, message a lot of people, cold messages, all that kind of stuff. This is where you have to be careful. Because one, if the group admin finds out, they might block you from the group because they don't want a bunch of marketers out there just messaging all their members. So if you are going to do this, it's going to have to be very strategic, very very generic, and it could be something like, hey John, I see we're both, into CrossFit. Don't mention the group. Don't even mention the specific group. If they ask you, hey, how did you find me? How do you know that I'm into CrossFit? Just say, I'm not sure. Facebook is always trying to connect people who are into the same things, and I'm in some different CrossFit groups or pickleball groups or whatever it is, right? And I'm in some different groups that are related to fill in the blank, wherever you found them. And Facebook suggested, that we become friends, or Facebook said that we may know each other. So I thought, hey, we're into this same thing, whatever it is, fill in the blank. And so I just wanted to reach out. Okay. That's your message. That's the first message that you send to that person. Let me just start over, right? So it's like, hey John, I see that we're both interested in fill in the blank. That's from, the group that you found them in. And just thought I'd reach out, make contact, wanted to see how long have you been into or involved with or participating in fill in the blank. So all you're doing is just opening the lines of communication. You're just saying, hey, I'm also interested in this. I see that you are. Facebook told me that you're, a part of a group like I am. Again, you don't have to mention the group. You can just be vague about that. And so I just want to reach out because I wanted to connect since we're both interested in this thing, whatever it is. And so, obviously you're reaching out to a random person. This person doesn't know you, right? They're like, who are you? Why are you messaging me? So you've just got to be normal. Like if you were at the gym and you were to approach a complete stranger, right? What would you say? It might be a little awkward. Just like you messaging a complete stranger could be a little awkward. So you've just got to keep all of that in mind. Be normal. Now, where do you take the conversation from there? Could be 100 different ways, right? You could just simply leave it at that. You could just ask them a few questions about pickleball, how long they've been doing it, what they like, what they don't like. You might go down the rabbit hole and just be like, man, have you had any injuries? Because I had this injury and thank goodness, I took some CBD oil and it really helped me. Have you had any injuries? See how I did that, right? Just an example. So you're mentioning the problem, you're mentioning that you overcame the problem, and maybe they could benefit from it as well. You see that? Without even really asking, you've just mentioned it. When I go back to the network marketing related groups, totally different, right? When we're talking about these CrossFit groups or pickleball groups or these hobby groups, you're not really recruiting. You're looking for people that might be interested in the products, just for customers. But when I go back to the network marketing groups, that's just straight recruiting, right? When you are reaching out to other marketers, you're building that relationship really quick, getting to know them very quick, and then you're going right into a question of, hey, obviously you're into marketing, you're interested in making money online. Look, here's the deal. I've got a huge opportunity. Would love for you to take a look. Let me know your thoughts. Take a look at our system. Our marketing system's unbelievable. And we're helping people create a lot of success right now. Let me know if you're open to taking a look. If not, no big deal. Just let me know either way. So you're going right in for the pitch, the ask, the, hey, are you interested? Because why not, right? That is the more aggressive style. And that's what I did. I did that for a long time, many years ago. And that's how I built my businesses. Just mass exposures, reaching out and connecting with literally hundreds and hundreds. It was probably thousands of other network marketers that I met from these Facebook groups. Just me reaching out and asking those simple questions over and over and over again, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 times a day. Now, this strategy with the CrossFit, the pickleball, the hobby groups is not that at all. This is much less aggressive. And more just building the quick connection and seeing if you might have some products that could help them with their life in any way, shape, or form. Now, I've got another really, really good strategy for you. that involves you going into the group and doing a search for a specific keyword that is going to help you tremendously. So check this out. I'm in the CrossFit group. I'm going over to the little search box here, and I'm going to type the word injury, just like this. Now, you can do this in all of the different groups and search for anything. You could search for weight loss. You could search for sleep. You could search for makeup, skincare, whatever it is that could help you to find people who are maybe more interested in something. It could be CBD, right? Maybe there's already, you could be in a stay-at-home mom group and maybe some people have already talked about CBD. Do a search for CBD, see what pops up. You might find some old posts, but you could still reach out to some of those people. So I'm gonna do a search here for injury, and look at this. I totally forgot about this. Guys, this is pretty cool. Check this out. I did this post last year, and look at the post. After my shoulder injury last year, not being able to squat snatch, this gets me fired up, and I'm ready for my next competition. So this was me really for the first time successfully squat snatching. These are squat snatches. And I had not been able to do this particular lift for over a year because of my shoulder injury. And so I posted in the group, this was over a year ago, and look at the comments, look at the engagement, over 200 likes, 13 comments. And so to be quite honest, I kind of dropped the ball on this one, okay? Nowhere did I mention anything about my recovery and supplements and anything like that to kind of spark some conversation. You could see I got lots of comments, I got lots of engagement here in this group, but I didn't really capitalize on it in any way to help get customers. Now, I did get one comment here. This was 40 weeks ago, okay? Just to put that in perspective, this is almost a year ago, and I'm going to now, almost a year later, respond to this comment, which is gonna boost this video, this post at the top of the group, which is going to give it more exposure as well. So this person asked, what was wrong with the shoulder? I said, almost fully torn tendon. He said, glad you bounced back. And then someone else, Brandon, jumped in and said, how was that recovery? Surgery? So here's my response. Okay, almost a year later. I said, I'm tagging him, so he'll get notified I'm tagging him. I got really lucky. I was supposed to have surgery, but didn't. Being very careful with it, and supplements helped a lot. Bam. So just something as simple as that could very easily engage in conversation and have people asking, hey, what supplements? Oh, funny you ask. No problem. I'll send you a private message and tell you about that. So here's actually another one I posted in the group. This was a month earlier than the last post. It says, this is my first time hitting heavy squat snatches in a year since my shoulder surgery. Super stoked about this. Simple post, right? Got 7 comments. So here's an interesting post, and this person might actually be a network marketer, who knows? But this is actually a pretty brilliant example of what you could post in a group that probably won't get you in trouble, that could get you a lot of leads. Look at this. Tell me, asking a question, what is the nagging pain or injury flare-up that shows up for you whenever you start or ramp things up in the gym, right? This is a generic post that could be used in a lot of different groups, right? And look at the engagement, 120 comments. Guess what? I could go in the comments and see people who have injuries, and I could reach out to some of those people and give them some solutions, right? But this is a good example of a post that I could do as well. Obviously, I would change it up, wouldn't be word for word, but I'd create something similar to do what? To get engagement going. And so as I'm going through this, just from searching the term injury, there's a ton of posts in the group of people talking about injuries. So these are all great posts that I can, number one, I can go engage on, and I can go comment on, and I could also message some of those people and say, hey, I saw your post or I saw your comment about the injury. Let me tell you about my injury and what I did to help with that. Maybe you might like to learn more about this product that I'm taking, CBD relief cream, things like that. Now, another way you could use this search box is for, let's say you're in a stay-at-home mom group, right? You could do a search for work from home or make money online. So sometimes in these niche groups, something that's not about making money, there could be some posts in there that people have put, and they might have said, hey moms, you know, talk to me about what you're doing to make money from home. Talk to me about your side hustles. You could go find some of those old posts and engage and connect with people. You could also, again, if you're careful, do your own post. So if you're in a stay-at-home mom group, right, they're not going to let you spam. They're not going to let you just blatantly post opportunity, but you might be able to, in a very warm, very generic way, warm and friendly way, post a question that says, hey moms, what are you doing as a side hustle to make extra income online? Drop a comment, let me know. Right? And you can say no links, okay? So that people aren't just like spamming links or anything. Because I'm sure there's going to be a lot of marketers, you know, network marketers who are in the stay-at-home mom group as well. But that's a great opportunity to get engagement and to find who in this group that stay-at-home moms are either currently involved in a home-based business or would like to generate some extra income. Those are all people that you can message and reach out to. And that same thing can be applied to any group. I mean, even your fitness group, right? If you're in a pickleball group, you could even post something like that in there and say, hey, what's up, friends? How many of you have any type of a home-based business or would like to generate some extra income from home? Let us know in the comments what you're doing and let's all network together, right? So it's not you pitching. It's not you saying, hey, I have an opportunity for you. It's more of, hey, let's collaborate. Let's connect. Who's doing something to make money online or from home? If you are, drop a comment. Let's all connect, right? So, and they may not allow it, but at least if you post it, they might delete it, but you probably won't get removed from the group because it wasn't really you pitching anything. As long as you're not pitching something directly to everyone, blatantly, then you probably won't get in trouble. The worst thing is they'll just delete your post. No big deal. But if they allow it, that could be a huge floodgate of leads and people that you can now reach out to. All right, I got one more tip for you before we close out this training. But first, if you're getting some value, drop a comment. Let me know what part of this training have you liked best. And if you have any questions on anything that we've just covered, drop a comment. Let me know. So in closing, a little secret strategy to help you get more exposure, get more eyeballs, get more followers, get more engagement, get more views is this: Reels on Facebook, okay? There's 3 types of videos that you have on Facebook. You have you recording a video and you just upload that video to Facebook. That is the worst way to post videos on Facebook because it gets the least exposure, least engagement. It's just the way it is. They give the least amount of exposure to videos that you just post to your Facebook feed, okay? The next 2 are very different, and they're both gonna get you a lot more exposure. The next one is going live, right? So if you've got a video to post on Facebook, instead of recording the video and posting it, unless it's like a production of some kind, like if you're recording like a training video and it's like a full-on production that you just simply can't do it live, then sure, then upload your video. But if you can, go live, because a live video on Facebook is going to get a lot more exposure throughout the news feed, and they're going to show your video to a lot more people, okay? Keep in mind when you're doing your lives, there's some do's and don'ts on Facebook Lives to help you, and I'm going to be doing another training soon to give you the Facebook Live do's and don'ts, so make sure you stay glued to our channel here, and that way you don't miss it, okay? The third are Reels. Reels are the hottest, okay? Reels on Facebook, just like Shorts on YouTube. These are the short form videos and all the platforms, okay? Obviously you're familiar with TikTok, but the Instagram and the Facebook, they are giving a lot more exposure to the short videos, which are the Reels and the Shorts. So specifically for Facebook, that's Reel. Do more Reels. That's how I'm going to tell you. When you're doing more Reels, you're going to get more exposure than you going live and more exposure than you just posting a video. But the Reel has to be short. I think it's 90 seconds or less. But here's the hack, okay? Here's the little secret tip I'm going to give you to massively boost your views and your exposure with your reels. Okay, you can see, look at some of the views that I have on these reels. Okay, 500, 200, 300, around there. Less than 1,000 views on pretty much all of my reels. Okay, now let me go up and show you some of the more recent reels. Look at this, 5,000, 18,000, 9,000, 10,000. Okay, most of these are all over 1,000. 33,000 looks like one of the biggest one. Okay, what changed? What changed is something very simple. I simply shared the reel into a Facebook group that is congruent with the content of that reel. And so now, not only are all of my friends seeing the reel, but all of the people in that group who would like to see this type of content, right? It has to be congruent. I'm not going to post, a fitness video in a weight loss group, right? That doesn't work. But I have these fitness videos, as you can see here, working out, doing CrossFit, and it's a reel. And then I take the link. So let me show you what that would look like. So here's the reel. And all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the link to this reel. So on the computer, obviously on your cell phone, it's gonna be different. But right up here, there's 3 little dots. If you click on the 3 dots, it's gonna say copy link. So I'm gonna copy that link and then I'm gonna go into a CrossFit group. So here's just a quick example of what it might look like. I'm in the group. I'm going to say something about this video. Super short, right? 1 sentence. Something quick. In this case, I'm so fired up to hit this lift. Maybe I would expand a little bit, say something else about it, like where am I? What am I doing? What's the backstory here? But the link that I pasted is right here. This is the actual link to the reel. Now here's the other thing. I'm gonna delete this link. So watch this. I've already posted the link. The video is already showing. And now I'm gonna highlight the link and I'm gonna delete it. So the actual post in the group, the only thing that is being posted is the text, and the video, the real video, is down below, but there's no link. What that does is it makes it appear to the members in the group that the video is actually inside the group, even though it's not. It was shared in the group, but it looks like it was inside the group, which is gonna give you more exposure. So that was a quick hack on how I was able to increase my views of my reels from less than 1,000 to 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 views, getting more engagement, more eyeballs, more followers on Facebook. So you can use this strategy I just shared with you with anything. So something that is congruent with the topic within that group, you post it on your page as a reel, and then you share it the way I just showed you. Copy the link, do a new post, say something, put the link to the reel, then delete the link, and then you post that in the group. And that is going to massively increase your views on your reels, which can bring you more exposure, more leads, more friends, more people going to your profile to check you out, to learn more about you, and all that good stuff. All right, my friends, I know that was a long training, but I wanted to just pour out a ton of value to help all of you, because the reality is Facebook has unlimited leads. Okay, if you messaged 100 people a day, you could never message everyone, right? You've got unlimited leads, and it all comes down to the exposures that you are doing on a daily basis. Be consistent with this. So let me know your thoughts. Drop a comment. What'd you like best? What questions do you have? Let me know. As always, thanks for watching. Appreciate you. Be sure to apply this. Go do it. Take even just 10 or 15 minutes a day and add this. Some of the things that I shared in this video, add this to your DMO. Start doing some of these things every single day to help you grow your business, and you're going to get more leads and you're going to sign up more people as long as you are consistent. So stick with it. Let me know your results after 30, 60, 90 days of doing this. Would love to hear back from you. Either come back to this video and comment, or just message me on Facebook. You know where to find me, and let me know the results that you get after applying everything in this training.